Hey everyone, I've been seeing this Juki heavy-duty straight-stitch machine popping up all over sewing forums lately, especially from folks who sew thick fabrics like denim, canvas, or even leather for hours at a time. The chatter is that it's built like a tank and keeps going long after cheaper machines call it quits. I finally got my hands on one, so I'm going to walk you through what it's actually like to set up and use day to day. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First thing you'll notice is the box is heavy, like, I need help lifting this heavy. That's because it's not just a sewing machine, it's a complete workstation. You get the Juki machine head itself, a solid steel table that folds out for a full sewing surface, and a servo motor that's whisper quiet compared to the old clutch motors. The servo also sips electricity, so your power bill won't double every time you start a big project. I set mine up on a sturdy table in the garage, and within about 20 minutes I had everything bolted together and the belt aligned. The manual is pretty clear, but if you've never used a servo before, there's a quick YouTube guide that walks you through tensioning the belt. Took me one try to get it right. Once it's running, the straight stitch is rock solid. I've sewn through 3 layers of 10-ounce denim with no skipped stitches and 0 bird nesting underneath. That's the kind of reliability you want when you're making work pants or heavy-duty bags. The presser foot pressure is adjustable, so you can dial it down for lighter fabrics like quilting cotton or crank it up for multiple layers of upholstery vinyl. I also appreciate the large bobbin. It holds about twice as much thread as my old home machine, so I'm not constantly rethreading mid-project. The stitch length dial is smooth and precise, which is great for tarp stitching where every millimeter counts. Another spot this machine shines is noise and heat. I can sew for 2 hours straight and the motor stays cool enough to touch. The servo is so quiet I can actually hear myself think while it's running, which is a huge upgrade if you're used to the old-school clatter. I've even sewn late at night without waking anyone up. The built-in LED light is bright and even, so I don't have to squint at my stitches. If you're teaching a class or doing long production runs, that consistent lighting makes a real difference in accuracy. Durability is where Juki really delivers. The cast iron frame feels like it's built to outlast me. I've read reports of these heads still running strong after 20+ years with nothing more than routine oiling. The needle bar is precision ground, so it doesn't wobble even at high speeds. I pushed it to 2,000 stitches per minute on a thick canvas tote, and it never missed a beat. That kind of speed plus reliability is perfect for small businesses or hobbyists who want to scale up without buying a new machine every season. Setup quirks are worth mentioning. The table is heavy, so if you're moving it around a small space, plan on 2 people or a dolly. The servo motor mount uses a V-belt that needs occasional tension checks. Once every few months is plenty, but it's something to keep on your calendar. Also, the machine ships without a foot pedal in some bundles, so double-check what you're ordering if you prefer the classic control. I ended up grabbing a universal pedal separately, and it works fine, but it's an extra step. One last thing, customer service. Juki's US support is surprisingly responsive if you run into issues. I had a quick question about threading the bobbin, and their rep replied within a day with a clear diagram. That kind of follow-through builds confidence, especially when you're dropping this much on a machine. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Juki heavy material industrial straight stitch sewing machine, table and servo motor assembly required. Sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like thank you. See below full info. On this machine, get your and the sewing machine complies with the Juki Group green actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.